So I'm back with another video, and the topic of the video today is very important. It's some of the don'ts of the gym. So basically, it's some of the things that you absolutely should not do when you're going to the gym, right? Okay. So point number one, okay, don't go to the gym to socialize, or I should say don't go to the gym to only socialize, right? Now you can go only to socialize, to parties, to pubs, and that's fine, that's completely fine. Even talking a bit in the gym, encouraging your training partner, maybe having a friendly conversation with the trainer where you're actually going and asking questions, all of that is fine. All of that comes with a package, right? I mean, you can't be a snob, which is going to be another point in the video itself. What I'm going to say is, you're going to the gym, you need focus. You're going there to transform yourself. You're going there to improve. You're going there to win. You're going there to actually build a physique. Okay? Your primary aim is not going there and making friends. Okay? When you go in there, you work out, you earn other people's respect, which by the way will come along the way. It's not something you should be looking for, but it comes along with the package again. So when you earn other people's respect, when they actually come and talk to you, when you talk to them, it's part of the package, right? Having a bit of a conversation, helping a novice out, or if you're a novice, then getting helped out by someone who's been lifting, all that is fine. But your primary motive should not be going there and talking and wasting your time. Okay, I mean, you should be getting in there, working out for an hour intensely and getting out. Okay, that should be your aim. You're not there to work. Okay, it's not your work. You're not there to talk and disturb other people, because believe me, you're pissing other people off as well. Okay, a serious lifter will not be very pleased if you talk to him a lot between his rest. Okay, his rest is 60 seconds where he needs to take a breather and get back to it. So do you, right? So please make sure that you're not there to socialize primarily, you're there to lift. Okay, so leave the other lifters alone as well and focus on your training rather than talking. Okay, you can save the questions to after the workout, you can save the questions to when the trainer is sitting free, or when you're done with the workout, or they're done with theirs, right? Now the second part is completely opposite of that. Don't be a snob in the gym. Okay, now when I joined the gym, I was very quiet, sometimes dubbed as arrogant in my college gym. Okay, because I didn't used to speak to anyone. I hardly spoke to the trainers or to the members. I just went in, trained and left. That was what I did. Okay, I was very serious, in the zone. You have that, when I enter the gym, it's like a visor. You are in the zone, you enter, you destroy, you leave. So I was like one of those people who was very silent. I was not necessarily arrogant, but I was very silent. Okay, and these are some of the guys who are watching this video who know me personally would know this. I was very silent. Okay, I just, especially for the initial 2.5 years, I just did my workout. The only time I actually spoke was when I grunted while doing some of the difficult reps, or when I asked someone whether they were done with the machine or that particular way. That's it. So that, I admittedly say, is not what you should do. You should not become a snob. Okay, so my intention was not becoming a snob. I was just quiet, I was just focused. Okay, always happy to help. So, but just that my demeanor was such that people didn't come to ask for help. Okay, so what I'm talking to you is, don't be like that. If you have a good body, you're a good lifter, you don't need to be arrogant. Okay, your body will do the talking for you. Now this is one of those things you don't need to show off, right? This is one of those things where if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a power lifter, your talent and your ability will do the talking. If you're a bodybuilder, your physique will do the talking. If you're a power lifter, your numbers will do the talking. Your workout will do the talking. You don't need to show it off. You don't need to be arrogant. Okay, so if you're someone who has experience in lifting, then it's better to actually impart some of the knowledge. Okay, now I'll be this is what I mean here, is that when someone comes and asks you that how you built a particular body part, or what would you recommend, tell them what you think is right. Okay, just please make sure you say that it worked for you. okay, if you're doing something very unconventional, and make sure you reply to them, make sure you don't buzz them off, okay. And if you're a novice, make sure you tell that person or ask that person if you think he's doing something right. Obviously, if you want to big shoulders and you have some guy with big shoulders, you can go and ask him, right? It's no shame in asking, right? Unless he's obviously lifting very intensely, you can approach him after the end of the workout, okay. Don't disturb them during the workout. Same for the experienced lifters. If someone comes up to you and asks for help, please don't say no, please don't be rude, please don't be unnecessarily arrogant, and you can go ahead and help them. The third thing that I want to bring up is respect the weights and the gym equipment, okay. Now, I get the fact that you have paid for the gym, but that doesn't make the gym yours, right? There are other people training in the gym as well, okay. So I have seen a lot of people who unnecessarily throw weights around, unnecessarily slam weights, unnecessarily slam equipment, machines, okay. So I completely get the fact that at times it's very heavy, okay, then throwing is completely okay. I mean, if you're pressing a weight that is heavy for you, 45 pound may be heavy for you, 45 pound may not be heavy for me, 100 may be heavy for me, 200 may be heavy for you. That completely depends upon the level of the lifter, okay. But then if you're lifting something comfortably, there's no point actually showing off by throwing the weights, because believe me, you're looking like an idiot, okay, in front of the members as well as the trainers. They think you're an idiot, okay, and it doesn't look good. So you're not showing off, you're actually showing that you're an idiot, you're a retard, okay. So don't do that. Don't throw around the weights unnecessarily. Respect the equipment and it will respect you, okay. Respect the equipment, because that is what the iron is, what is molding you into that physique, okay. So it's very important that you respect the tool or the device or whatever you want to call it, okay, that is actually building you up, right? So for an example, I just want to say, however heavy the dumbbell is, if you can take it off the rack, I'm pretty sure you can put it on the rack as well, right? 100 pound dumbbell, if you're able to take it off the rack, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to put it back on the rack. So please put up your weights, because you need to see that the trainers won't put those weights back up. I mean, a lot of them do. But then there is gym staff, and these guys are not bodybuilders who will be putting that gym weight back up, right? So a guy who weighs 150 pounds, okay, that gym staff guy, okay, the cleaner, he picks up a 150 pound dumbbell. Now, are you kidding me? You making a 150 pound guy lift himself up and put it on the rack. If you're strong enough to take it off, please put it back on as well, okay? It's your duty. Another thing, there is no need to unnecessarily slam weights. It does not look cool, as I just said, right? And it can injure other people as well. There are other people who are curling right beside you, maybe doing any exercise. When you're doing a chest press, you throw the dumbbell can hit him, right? Now, I understand the fact that when you're chest pressing, people should maintain a distance, but why throw the dumbbell if you can control it, okay? I'll make a video on how to actually put a dumbbell down in a chest press in a controlled manner as well, okay? Now, this again is exception to very heavy weight, okay? Then it's applicable. Now, we're done with 3 things. The 4th thing being, respect the trainers and the staff. Okay, now you will not believe me, whatever people say, whatever I have said about trainers and everything, about the bad condition of fitness and all of that. The trainers are literally mines of knowledge. You ask them questions, they will answer with experience, because most of them have double digits of experience when it comes to this particular sport. Okay, so steroids or no steroids, they will give you knowledge that will definitely come in handy at some point of time during your fitness journey. So make sure you respect them, because they are not just trainers, okay? They're not just trainers, they're actually teachers. And you respect your teachers. So respect the trainers like they are your teachers, because they are teaching you this particular art, right? If they teach you something wrong, you're gonna get injured for sure. Okay, so it's their responsibility. Obviously, this is to all to trainers as well. It's their responsibility, which I've already made a video on, that it's their responsibility to tell you guys what's right. Okay, so the trainers should be respected. Now, the gym I work out in, some of the trainers have started lifting after me. Now I've been lifting for 6+ years. Some of them are at 3.5, 4 years. Yet I respect them. If they say something, I listen to it with an open mind, and then you can decide whether you want to do it or not. Okay. Now, if he says that you should touch your ankles while you're squatting, go absolutely no below. So don't just go ahead and say, no, this is bullshit. Okay, you're telling me wrong. Try it out. Okay, unless he's saying something which is absolutely idiotic. Okay, like take steroids. So I'm not saying just try it out when it comes to steroids, but if it's an exercise form and maybe it worked for them, try it out. Try it out for say a week, for a couple of workouts. If you don't think, you can always go back to what you were doing, right? So that's one of the things. I mean, respect the trainers, respect their opinions, be courteous to them, because it doesn't take a lot being nice, right? You don't need to be nice, you just need to be a courteous person. The fifth and final thing is don't be adamant that only you are right. Now, during the first 3.5 years, and my friends would know this, I was one of those people who was very adamant that only the basics work, nothing unconventional works. Okay, so high reps and lightweight drop sets, all of these things, I had an opinion, I had this stupid opinion that all of this is done by people who can't lift heavy weights, which is absolutely false, or aren't strong. It's completely up to them how they want to build their physique. It's completely up to them, because they will be knowing their body better, and what works for them may not work for me. What works for me may not work for them. So there is no such right and wrong, except for a few norms. Obviously, a squat will always be done parallel or below. Moving a quarter of an inch is not a squat. What I'm trying to say here is that be open to learning new things. Okay, don't be that person who's adamant that only what I am doing is right. Okay, if you want to try it out, it's up to you. If you don't want to try it out, by it I mean someone's advice, don't. But then at least hear him out. Okay, it may be right, it's not always that you're the only person who's done their research. Also, fitness is a very abstract science which differs from body to body, right? So you have done something which has worked for you, but maybe what you try, what his advice was, maybe it works better. Okay, so try it out, unless it's something very, very obnoxious or very, very outrageous. Okay, so if it's something as stupid as go ahead and do steroids for this, then that's something I would not say to try it out, definitely. But just an exercise, a slight tweak in the exercise form, a slight change in the exercise routine, a slight change in the rep range, it may work. You can try it out. Because I'll give you an example. I was one of those people who was I had a pure blood mentality. Now, if you've seen Harry Potter, you'll realize what I'm saying. I had a pure blood mentality. I did not want any kind of mixture of drop sets or anything like that into my heavy workout. Okay, so I didn't even know what DTP was, dramatic transformation principle. That's Chris Gethin's first training protocol. It's one of the most famous training protocols from probably the most famous celebrity trainer on the planet right now. Okay, so my friend actually is a big fan of him, and he actually had this whole workout planned out when we actually went to meet up. So all three of us who actually work out together, so we worked out arms, DTP, and I got my ass hammered. Okay, it was so tough, I could barely complete it. That's one. The soreness that I had for the next week was unmatchable. I had never done a workout which would make me that sore. Why? Because my CNS was not registering what had happened. The CNS, which was used to doing 8 reps or 10 reps or 5 reps or 6 reps, was shocked when it had to do 50 reps in one set, 40, 30. Now, I'm pretty sure you know what the dramatic transformation principle is or how the protocol works. If you don't, kindly look it up. Okay, I'll link it down below if you want. Anyways, so what did I do? I was not one of those people who was a sour loser. Yes, I admitted this. Yes, DTP will work. It is working for me because I tried it out again and I made it a permanent part of my workout cycle. So my current theory, the training pattern which I follow, which is the chaos theory, which is the blood force trauma theory, a combination of both, so that you're hitting the muscles heavy, then you're going back to the higher reps, you're confusing the muscle, you're letting your body guess. Your central nervous system does not know what is coming the next week, and it doesn't even know what the next exercise is going to be. Okay, I switch them so often. Okay, I have everything written down, so everything is planned. There is a method to the madness, but then I won't deny that it is madness, right? So, anyways, what I did was I actually, that day was the day, that moment was the moment when the seed for this chaos theory was laid into my head. That yes, different methods of training work, only heavy lifting, definitely. I'm a big fan of heavy lifting, big proponent. Anyone who knows me will tell you this, I am the biggest proponent of heavy lifting, but you should mix it up. I'm a bigger proponent of success, of growth, and this is what actually made me grow better. Okay, I use DDP, I use high reps, I use picture perfect form week as well, in which I do 10 reps, but then I'll make a video on my training protocol later. If you want, you can follow it. Again, want to take my advice, take it or leave it. It's completely up to you. So what I'm saying here is, be open to learning new things unless it's absolute garbage and you know it is garbage. Okay, now you don't know, maybe increasing 10 reps to 20 reps in a set is garbage. You do know that arms can only grow big by taking steroids. That is garbage. Okay, so you should know how to differentiate between that. Okay, there is a difference between learning new things and actually listening to anything, right? So I actually incorporated that in my workout. It works more, surprising, the muscle works more. So what I'm saying is, right now the mentality I have, I will actually try out anything, and that is in the exercises. Okay, I have open ears to anyone. Okay, I listen to them, maybe it works, I try a set out. If I don't feel good, I leave it. If I feel good, go ahead. Now I was one of those, because I'm telling you how I adapted. I was one of those people who didn't use a belt, who didn't use straps, who didn't use wrist straps. Now after a wrist issue, I use wrist straps. After an elbow issue, I use elbow wraps. After knee issue, I use knee pads when squatting. I was told to use a belt. I never used a belt because I was of the mentality that if you don't, you don't need all of that. You should be making a superhuman body. But then I used a belt, okay, took my numbers up like that in both the deadlift and the squat. Okay, now I have been told to actually use wraps. Now if you see, I have small hands, okay, so gripping the bar is a big problem. So far I'm using chalk, okay, but I have been advised to use wraps, because I don't use wrap because I don't feel comfortable with it. I said it's a matter of adjustment, it's a matter of comfort. Unless I feel the bar beneath the hands, it doesn't really feel comfortable. Okay, so, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, and maybe it affects my deadlift negatively, so that I won't be able to deadlift the maximum weight that I want to in the next 2 weeks when I put straps on and try to get used to the feeling. But maybe after 2 weeks it actually goes beyond my current numbers. Okay, how about that? If it doesn't, I'll switch back to my normal training. 2 weeks is not a big deal, right? 2 sessions of deadlift. That is what I'm talking about. Be open to learning. I have a mentality right now that I actually am open to learning. The day you accept that you have everything to learn and everyone can teach you something is the day you actually become what they call a pro in fitness. Okay, what they call knowledgeable enough. If you're a snob who thinks you know everything, you're just an idiot. Like I was, because I wasn't arrogant, but yes, I was of this mentality that this is the basic thing. If I follow this works better than everything else. Yes, heavy lifting for me works better than everything else. Yes, and basics do work. I'm not saying basics don't work, but changing it up, listening to other people never harms you, right? That is the point that I want to make. These are the things that I just want to advise you about. In the end, as I said, it's free advice. Take it, believe it. I'll see you.